Have you ever wondered what would happen if a shy kid stumbled upon a mask that could turn him into a wrestling superhero? The story begins with a boy named Leo, who wakes up in his small home where his grandmother lovingly pushes him to get ready for school. Leo is no ordinary kid. His walls are covered in posters of wrestling champions, his notebooks scribbled with doodles of suplexes and takedowns. Wrestling isn't just a hobby for him. It's his dream, his vision of the future. But right now he's just a quiet boy, often bullied, and far too shy to tell his crush Erica how he feels. On his way to school, Leo rides his bike with friends, but the moment they arrive, trouble strikes. Trevor, the school's most popular boy, corners him. Trevor mocks, shoves, and humiliates him, as always. But this time, a teacher intervenes, sending Trevor and his gang to the principal's office. Leo's friends cheer him up, but his heart sinks again when he sees Erica, the girl he secretly admires. After school, the bullies ambush Leo once more, chasing him through the streets. Desperate, Leo flees into a strange house filled with wrestling memorabilia. There, his eyes land on something extraordinary. A strange, ancient-looking wrestling mask. Its smell is foul, but its aura feels powerful. The house's owner storms in, demanding answers. Leo pleads that he was only hiding from bullies. Softening, the man offers him the mask, saying he can keep it if he wants. That night, Leo sits with his grandmother, watching WWE matches on TV. The crowd roars, the announcers scream, and Leo's eyes sparkle. Then, a commercial blares across the screen. A grand wrestling competition is coming to town, with a $50,000 prize and a chance to join WWE. Leo's heart pounds. Winning could not only make him a star, but also solve his family's biggest problem. Because earlier that evening, he overheard his father admitting to his grandmother that he's drowning in debt. $20,000 owed to the bank. Their home, their lives at risk. Later in his room, Leo holds up the mask again. Slowly, he pulls it over his face. Instantly, his voice deepens into the booming tone of a professional wrestler. His body surges with energy. He leaps higher than ever before, stops a falling wardrobe with a single finger, and even lifts a car with one hand. The mask doesn't just make him strong, it transforms him into something unstoppable. The very next day, Trevor and his gang torment his friends again. Leo slips on the mask in secret, storms in, and when the lights come back on, the bullies are left beaten and tied up, while the students erupt in laughter and cheers. To them, Leo looks like a mysterious hero. To Leo, it's the first taste of real power. That night, as the competition advertisement flashes again, Leo stares at the screen. The prize money could save his father. The WWE contract could fulfill his dream. And with the mask, he might actually have a chance. He invents a wrestler identity for himself, chooses an anonymous name, and enters the competition. When he arrives, the other wrestlers laugh at his small size, except one, a kind competitor named Simos, who treats him with respect. Together, they prepare for the qualifiers. The first test, throwing a massive barrel farther than anyone else. A giant named Samson tosses 2 barrels with brute strength, leaving the crowd stunned. But when Leo steps forward, he hurls his barrel so far it vanishes out of sight, shocking everyone. One by one, through each stage, Leo defeats the odds. By the end, he's qualified for the grand tournament alongside Simos and Samson. Returning home, he sneaks through his window, only to find his grandmother waiting. She demands the truth. Hesitant, Leo confesses everything about the mask and the competition. At first, she can hardly believe it, but seeing his determination, she promises to keep his secret and even vows to cheer for him. Meanwhile, at school, Leo finally finds the courage to talk to Erica. To his surprise, she smiles back. Soon, they're studying together, slowly growing closer. When the first round of the tournament begins, Leo battles a towering opponent. At first, he struggles, but channeling the mask's power, he unleashes a comeback that electrifies the audience. His grandmother cheers from the living room as the crowd roars his new name. Leo wins, advancing to the quarterfinals. But his rise doesn't go unnoticed. Samson, the reigning favorite, begins to grow suspicious. How could a boy so small possess such impossible strength? He and his manager decide to investigate. The competition heats up. In the quarterfinals, Leo faces another giant, but this time, he dominates from start to finish. The audience begins to believe they're witnessing the birth of a legend. Reporters flood him with interviews. His fame skyrockets, and with fame comes arrogance. One evening, Leo and his friends celebrate at a restaurant. Erica joins them, confessing her fears about performing in a school dance competition. She worries about rejection. Leo, riding high on confidence, encourages her and even promises to perform alongside her. But just as they're bonding, a robber bursts in. Leo disappears, dons the mask, and easily subdues the thief, earning applause from everyone. His heroic image grows. As the semifinals arrive, fate pits Leo against his own friend, Simos. But Samson's manager sabotages him by spreading glue on the steps to the ring. Struggling to move, Leo nearly loses. But using quick thinking, he turns the tables and wins. With humility, he praises Simos in front of the crowd, showing there's still a good heart beneath the rising ego. Yet, Samson's manager spies on him afterward, discovering the terrible secret. Without the mask, Leo is just a boy. From here, Leo's pride begins to crack. He misses his promised dance with Erica, choosing instead to mock Samson at a press conference. Erica, betrayed, performs alone. Though she dazzles the audience, she's furious with Leo. His friends too feel abandoned. especially when he declares that his fans and fame are more important than them. Alone and arrogant, Leo is finally ambushed by Trevor and his bullies. Without his mask, he's beaten. Humiliated, he returns home broken. His grandmother delivers the hard truth. Real strength isn't found in magic. It comes from the mind, the heart, and the will to keep going. Her words pierce him deeper than any punch. The next day, Leo swallows his pride and apologizes to his friends. They forgive him, but the biggest challenge still looms ahead. The final match against Samson in a steel cage. On the night of the championship, Samson's manager reveals his cruel trick. He's swapped Leo's mask for a fake. Inside the cage, Leo feels powerless as Samson dominates him. The crowd jeers. Samson exposes the fake mask, mocking Leo in front of everyone. In desperation, Leo grabs the real mask, but something shifts inside him. He doesn't put it on. Instead, he remembers his grandmother's words. He remembers his father's struggles. He remembers his friends, his dream, and his heart. Samson charges like a beast, but Leo cleverly climbs the cage. Samson, terrified of heights, follows. As he looks down, panic overtakes him. Dizzy, he stumbles, crashes to the floor, and lies dazed. Leo seizes the moment. Without the mask, without magic, he leaps from the top of the cage, landing a move so daring the arena explodes in cheers. Samson is down, the referee counts, and Leo, the boy everyone mocked, wins the championship with nothing but his own courage. The crowd chants his name. Tears fill his eyes as he takes the microphone. He thanks his grandmother, his father, his friends, and everyone who stood by him. The officials award him the prize money, but remind him he's too young for WWE. Instead, he gets to choose another wrestler to take his place. Without hesitation, he names Simos, the friend who fought with honor. In the weeks that follow, Leo gives the money to his father, saving their home and mending their bond. He joins the school wrestling team, starting from the ground up, determined to achieve greatness not through magic, but through sheer will and determination. And so, the boy who once hid from bullies, who thought only a mask could make him strong, discovers the truth. Real champions are forged, not by power, but by heart. And if you enjoyed this journey of courage, redemption, and wrestling glory, make sure to hit that subscribe button, leave a comment, and check out more epic stories right here, because this is just the beginning.